So today I am going to do a video on a brand new portrait. This one is of someone that I'm sure everyone knows, quite well known, unfortunately just passed away not too long ago, and that is of the great Stan Lee. When Stan passed away, immediately I had a lot of people on my Instagram and other social media asking me if I would be doing a drawing of him. And my response was yes, I definitely would, but I wasn't sure exactly when. Sometimes when someone passes, I feel like I need to draw them right away. Other times it takes a while. I think it depends on, not that I necessarily have met any of these people or had a personal connection, but sometimes as an artist, time has to feel right. And with Stan, there was a delay for me, and I think part of it was I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. I wanted to do something special, but I wasn't exactly sure how or what, and it took me a couple of months before I had decided, okay, what I'm going to do is a pastel. So the demo or the video, it's not really a demo, I'm going to do a time lapse of pretty much the whole process of pastels. But I decided what I was going to do, and I still wasn't sure. Yeah, I wasn't ready even once I had decided that. So another little while passed, but recently, maybe about a week or so ago, I decided to really get into it. So I started, and this video is going to be pretty much the whole process. I worked on a Sennelier sanded paper, which is quite expensive, and if you've ever used it, it is a great paper. It's very durable, very hardy. It accepts a lot of pastel. The one sort of complaint about it, or not complaint, but the one sort of downside is it doesn't take erasing very well. So I didn't draw directly on it. I did a quick sketch first and then I transferred it on there. So the video is going to pick up from when I have my basic block in on the paper. But from that point until pretty near the end, I think I maybe spent another 20 minutes on it afterwards, but this whole video is going to cover, I believe there was about 7 or 8 time lapses of different sessions when I worked on it. Altogether, it was probably, I would say about 6 or 7 hours of drawing time. I mostly used pastel pencils in it. There are some pastel sticks, but I didn't use a lot. The pencils, they vary. I'm just going to look at the brands. I think there are some Faber-Castell, but not many of them. Some Conte. There's a lot of Derwent, the Carbothello. Those are one of the brands that I use a lot of. Look like this. And there are also Gioconda and Brunzil. So there's several brands. I tend to just, I look more at the color. I don't worry too much about the brands. Pastels are nice. They mix together quite well. And the pastel pencils are all basically the same hardness. So they really kind of interchange nicely. So why was Stan important to me? As a kid growing up, I knew immediately that I wanted to be an artist. When I was 12 years old, it was already sort of predestined for me. I think I was pretty sure that's what I wanted to do. And my parents were very supportive. They would buy me art books, they would buy me art supplies, whatever. But I remember specifically the very first book that I ever bought with my own money, that I ever paid money for, was this one, How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way by Stan Lee. Obviously, John Buscema, a lot of the drawings in there, or I think almost all the drawings in there are his. Stan wasn't an artist, but what he did, probably better than anyone else at that time, was he was able to bring art to kids, to teenagers, to everyone, really. Sure, I loved going to galleries and I loved looking at the Da Vinci's and the Rembrandts and whatever else in the books that I had in my collection, but it was seeing the comics every week, right? I used to buy a couple comics every week, and it was just seeing the art in those comic books, the John Burns and the Jack Kirby's and whoever, right up later to Todd McFarlane and Alex Ross and people like that. And that really got me inspired as an artist. And when I went to art school, my direction changed. I majored in visual communications, which is graphic design and illustration. And from there, I've done a lot of commercial art. And then obviously now I'm built up my portrait business as well. But it all started really because of guys like Stanlee. And so I wanted to do something special for this portrait, sort of a tribute for him. And if you have any questions, please comments, whatever, leave them down below. Give me some information or some thoughts on what you guys think, and hopefully you enjoy it. And yeah, we're gonna start off with the demo now.